Oi, oi, Savaloy. What's going on? How we doing? Is everyone good? CPI day today, guys. We've got CPI in 18 minutes. So you guys know the rules. We're not going to be trading this news event because that's stupid. Now, if you're the kind of guy that wants to trade fundamentals, you do you. But we're not going to be trading this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be covering some potentials. We're going to be looking at possible moves that could come after CPI. We're not going to be trading it directly though. Rules exactly. Stay away. And this is the thing, like if you have a system that you've data proven and you know that you can trade CPI, you do you. That's the main thing. It's always down to the individual. Euro NZD came up to our target yesterday. That's crisp, extra crisp. I wanted to put it out there to you guys. I wanted to see what your opinion was on a potential pre-sales list for the not the EA, because we've got the short list for the EA. That's just more of an interest list. But the actual Orion system itself, so the Orion trading system. What's going on, Void? What's going on, Martin? Hope you're all good. I'm doing good, thanks, man. How you doing? Loving it. Yeah, it's clean, right? Kind of pissed at it. To be honest, I had an entry here. We had to take this out because this shit didn't tap me in. Now I know there was a couple of traders within the community that did take this a little bit earlier than the actual area that it tapped into. So if you took that, well done, good job. Make sure you secure yourself before news, because obviously CP guy could fuck you up. But like we said before, we trade following a data proven system. We're not trading off of our want and our belief on what may happen in the market. So every day may not be a day that you're going to trade, but if your rules tell you, then you can trade it, right? Remember, we're not defined by ego. We're defined by rule sets and logical basis to follow the decisions that we actually take. So I spent a bit more time yesterday building up the data pool. The data pool that we have on the just the Orion bot. So this isn't the Orion trading system. This is the Orion bot. So the difference is when it comes to the trading system and the bot, there's going to be two different principles. One of them is running on a daily bias system with the hourly move, delivering your entry, your stop, and your target, and is going to be based off of like a neutral, non-structural based bias, which is going to be like a 1 to 3, like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. You know, like it's just a set win, right? USD Chef looking, still think it's gonna go up, massive one up, 3-4 again. Maybe. I mean, CPI is a funny one. You know, it's like CPI, NFP, and what's the other one? What's the other? There's another news event that's pretty similar, where it's like it always wicks up and then comes back. Whereas there's a couple that just plummet in one direction. FOMC, that's it. Looking sharp today. Appreciate it, man. To be fair, I need to go to the barbers. My hair's starting to get a bit long. PPI is generally not too sad. We trade for freedom, not the slave to the screen. Exactly. That's a good one. Like that. Yeah, that's a good one. But this is the stats. I'll put them like here so you can see it. This is the stats for Actually, I'll put it there. 246 days using a non-partialing stop loss BE or TP bias only, or basis, sorry, not bias. So there is no partialings, there's only protection of trade, and you aim for hourly structural highs. And you can see here, this is 8.1 months, 62 trades. So again, here you can see the 0.25 trades per day, which gives you ultimately a trade every 4 days, I believe. Might be wrong. But you can see maximum winning trade is 2564.1. Max losing trade is 215. Now, the reason why this is the max losing trade is because we're using the compounding principle where you're not withdrawing liquid from the account. You're just compounding it on top of your existing profit. So, for example, if you were taking money out consistently, you wouldn't have the same stats here. If you stayed, let's say you traded it and withdrew based off of maintaining the same account balance, you would consistently have 10k. Your max loss here would be $100, or maybe just over, depending on if you let it run. Whereas we've scaled it up to, where is it? Oh, that's actually not, it doesn't actually have a total on there, but you can see the net profit on there. 128% returns. That's over 8 months. So it averages out around, I think it's around 15%, give or take. Let's see here. Yeah, 15% per month, give or take. And that's from the original basis of the account. So it's not technically 15%, because 15% would be the gain from a dead if we continually just had the same size account, but we're scaling it up. So based off the same principle here, profit factor 4.1, max drawdown 2219. Again, remember, it's compounding, so that's not you went down to 8k. Probability factor just under 60%. So it gives you another good idea of what you're looking at. And again, you can see here max lots used, so realistic 4.1, very realistic, and that's over 8 months. So that's the parameters the bot is going to be running on, and that is going to be the Orion auto analysis bot is going to be translated into an MQ, and TradingView and CTrader automatic execution and trade system. So that's part of the data pool that we have. So the idea is when we release the trading system and the trading bot, we're going to show you a different collection of data that aligns with the bot itself. So it's going to be the bot, and then you can download the files if you want, or you can go to the website and you'll be able to see the data pool collection for all the different assets that we've tested it on, including manual backtests and automatic backtests that we're going to be doing on TradingView. So that is just one of the tests that we've done. But there's been quite a few tests that have taken place. Again, it's not to test the theory, because we understand the principle and the system works already. It's to test the principle of applying it in a manually non-manageable way. Does it still work in the same consistency? Even though we know the answer generally is going to be yes, it's going to be a different ballgame. And this is another thing that people really need to understand. You can have a trading system that works perfectly, right? And then you tweak one variant of that, and it fucking will tweak the whole thing. So we have to adjust and trade, or not trade, but test the principle as if it's going to be traded by the bot, which the bot isn't going to be looking at it and go, I'm going to take partials. You know, you can set it to do that, but ultimately you want to make sure that you allow profits to run, and trades that don't run come back to at least to cover your commissions. I'm just growing the beard out a minute. I did shave it back like quite a bit the other week, and the missus was like, I don't like it when it's shaved back. It's all prickly. I'm like, looks like I'm gonna grow a big beard then. Nah, joke. He'll never be like that. Crazy. Orion for me works flawlessly. Yeah, the money in, money out. That's good. That's good, man. And that is just one element as well. The money in, money out is just one element of the collective system that we're going to be using. So when the true money in, money out system starts to deploy, it will look a lot more like, and I'll give you a sneak peek, it will look a lot more like this. So is that still... Okay, wait. Let's go to like here. Once it loads. In development, so it's not optimized at the minute. Don't worry, it won't be this slow when you get it. When you get it, it will be sharp. Fucking hell, it's taking forever. It's like waiting for the old school dial-up connection. Right, here you go. So you see the way, like this, for example, that entry point there, that's the kind of scenario that you want to be able to capitalize on, right? But the bot is going to do it completely automatically. Now, this area I don't believe is true to rule set. But the idea is at the moment we're applying the elements. We're applying the elements, and pricing itself is we're making sure that it runs as it should. So this might not, I don't think it is necessarily a setup, but that's the same principle. So it's going to give you alerts instantaneously. Okay, so it is, so that is technically an area in the money in, money out sequence, but it's not running a 4-hour low, so therefore it doesn't align with the Orion rule set. But let's go over and have a look at what we can see today. So we had a bias change last night on UJ, and what else did we have? We had another bias change on... what was it? Welcome everyone to the live stream, by the way. Hope you're all doing well. What's going on, my dude? 14 pairs. I do analysis every morning. Orion trading system to find out which one gives me the entry. I wonder if it is an effective way to approach the market. I do analysis. Right, yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Yes, it's really effective. Yeah, it's really effective. And this is another thing as well, you know, we wouldn't spend our money, which is generally quite a bit of money, and time developing this system over the space of weeks and months if it was non-effective. You know, it doesn't work. And then just spend thousands of pounds developing it into an automatic system and for it not to work. That's just not the way, you know. It works completely independently. That's why we decided to develop this system. So if you're talking about the money in, money out, this is one element of the whole Orion system itself. The Orion system takes up 3 different things. It takes up your biasing. So you have your biasing. You have your point of... sorry, I'm flicking everyone off. You have your biasing, you have your point of interest, so like your 4-hour, whatever time frame you want to use, and then your 15-minute, which is your entry. So you've got your bias, your POI, your entry. 3 aligning all in the same direction, down or up, and then you can trade off of that basis. And then you allow the money in, money out to give you that basis. But the money in, money out is part of the alignment. So based off of the same principle, if you're using this on the daily time frame, here you can see we have a money in, right? That is confirmed because we have closed out the candle before it. So our bias is bullish. So we would look at this to go bullish. Now remember, this is a daily time frame, so it gives you a fair amount of time that this pricing should develop a bullish movement from. So when we go back to the 4 hour, you can see that our 2 points of interest here is where we want price to come down to continue that biasing. We don't even need to go to the 15-minute because until we're at a point of relevance, the 15-minute serves no purpose to us. Your entry time frame is only relevant if the entry is going to be valid, and at the moment it's here. So there's nothing for us to do on the 15-minute. But on the basis that you do it over 14 pairs, feel free to share your analysis within the Discord. I'm always happy to give comments on it, and I'm sure other members will help you out with that as well. So great work, keep it up. GJ Long, tell you my baby wants to grow. I mean, at the moment, I believe it is bullish, right? Did it change? Yes, we had a bias change on GJ. So, Martin, your baby can begin to grow again. Kind of sounds a bit weird saying that, right? But yeah, that right there, these are the same lows as UJ, so you notice it's kind of uniform in the terms of where it's put in the liquid. We got the 2 highs above as well, and the 2 lows. So we're looking for that price action to run through those highs. Remember, guys, if you're not already a member of the Discord, you can find the link to the Discord down below. Welcome to everyone that's joining the Discord. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Literally, as I said it, like 5 people popped in. So, welcome. Make yourselves at home. Say hello to everyone. Introduce yourself. Don't be scared to get involved with the community. None of the members bite well. I mean, not that I'm aware of anyway. So, we've also got a bullish bias shift, I believe, on gold. Yes, bullish bias shift on gold as well. So, that is another pair that's changed. So we'll see, because remember, we have CPI coming very soon. Except you. So I was discussing this with a couple of members yesterday, and because there was a BE and a losing trade here, what we need to always remember is that out of a probability basis, if you take, for example, the 3 setups that were given before that, and you apply it down to the low, yeah, the 3 setups that were given before, and then you have the 2 that fail, out of a probability basis, if you take a win, a win, and a win, we know that the probability itself doesn't change, but the chance of something happening that's not consistent with the continual expectation of winning, winning, winning is almost guaranteed to happen. Well, it's guaranteed to happen at some stage based off of the probability that you guys saw it. You're running around 60% with your basis of price action being correct, right? So the same principle is always going to be applied. Risk every single trade you take the same way you would risk how you would risk any trade, like whether it's going to win or lose. So you make sure that you have a consistent risk element that you can apply, knowing that the outcome will be inevitably against your biasing, or it could be against your biasing for X amount. Again, this is going to always be down to a numerical probability basis. So we've had a bias change on here, and we're now looking for pricing to deliver higher. So we will pull these out. I'll get rid of this because that was our daily gap. We'll bring this to here. Now we're looking for price action to sweep out the lows and run the highs. Actually, exactly the same as UJ. We also had a bullish setup this morning on GU, sorry, but it didn't tap in. So I believe we've just had news, right? Yep. So news has hit. It's here exactly like right now. So we're still waiting for the numbers to come out here. Still waiting for the figures to come out here, but the CPI actually came out revised previous. So it actually came out better. So we should be seeing the US dollar rise because of this, because it's positive news. Which aligns with our biasing of UJ going up. And like I said before, this doesn't mean that we're just going to not trade for the rest of the day. But it does mean that you have to be realistic with when can you actually take a trade. I always like looking as well over on Financial Juice. It's a good one. This is a good one. So they give you lots of information here. So like, you can see the difference between each month. November through to seasonal adjustment changes. Electricity. That's like literally a complete opposite. So there's lots of data on there that you can go and find, and it will help you with. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of thinking about doing doing that myself. You can align it with what you're looking at, or when to not trade. It's a good one. Yeah, like bearish sentiment. They also have this feature which is pretty cool. And they're like they speak to. They'll tell you stuff when stuff happens. It's a bit weird though, to be honest. I put it on before, and then like out of nowhere, this guy's voice like, so and so come out, da 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 da, and I was like, what the? It's a fucking guy talking to me. Still some choppy moves at the moment. Nothing too crazy right now. GJ just ran the highs. Go to the daily here. I remember we expected GJ to run the highs because we're bullish now. Ooh. Oh my lord. I hate that measuring tool. Over here. There we go. We had a huge influx of viewers at the beginning of this stream here. I'm just checking over the data. I always like to have a little look. I appreciate all the likes already, guys. Much love. Appreciate it. Oh, also, guys, we are trying to get to 1,000 TikTok followers. So I'm going to link you my TikTok. And if you're not following me already, I know that a lot of you don't have TikTok. I'm not expecting you to all have TikTok. But if you haven't already, head over to my TikTok and give us a little follow. I'd appreciate it. We're sort of, where are we now? We're at 300 followers now. So 2 likes. It's actually at 9 likes currently. It's actually at 9 likes, mine. So I'm going to post the link right here. That's me. head over and follow my TikTok. I want to try and get to 1,000. The reason for that is because we were going to do live streams here and on TikTok at the same time. So it'll be like a double bubble stream. The double bubble stream. So remember, guys, you can get access to the money in, money out indicator via the Discord, or you can use the link down below to the PSS store. Whatever you prefer. Oh, also, EJ actually ended up running into profit a little bit more, even though we got out of it yesterday. We got out around here, didn't we? Remember, it was just chugging around, and I said, that's not really feeling it. Actually ran down to 2R. Well, if you want to follow it down to the peak, nearly 3R before spiking back up. But ultimately, I'm happy with the decision we made to get out of that, which is the discretionary point, right? Now, I don't encourage anyone, to be honest, making decisions on a discretionary basis, but once you trade a system for long enough, once you have the data to back it up, you will begin to understand the probability basis of a given entry. Honestly, the fact that didn't tap in is freaking annoying, dude. It also done the same yesterday. Look, didn't tap in. That gave a nice run, like 3R. This is also running now in towards a 3R level too. Big peaky times there. U-Chef looks like it's about to absolutely tank, to be honest with you. The momentum that's got going towards the downside there. Yeah, U-Chef. And now I know that Guy in the Discord was actually in this trade. I believe he's still in this trade. Yeah, he got in at 50% of the FVG, so 50% of this, he got in about there, give or take. So honestly, still a beautiful entry. If you're aiming for the 4-hour low, I believe that's the closest 4-hour low. It is. So honestly, a beautiful, beautiful trade there. Charlie's playing music on. Okay, let's get a little YouTube playlist going. So guys, yesterday I had my first little play with the FX replay. So we have actually applied for an affiliate with these guys, and we have had the first sort of play around with it. So you can see just 25 minutes. Overall 50% win rate. I don't know if there's any more. Can we see any more stats on it? View summary. Here we go. So it started off at 10k. Let's have a look at the equity curve. Oh, okay. We can't see the equity curve. Well, you can. It's right there. So you can see the profit, the win rate. Again, this is 50%. So think about it in that principle. You can see here. Hold on a minute. Return on investment minus 700. Okay, not too sure what that trade there was, because we risked we risked the set amount. I'm not sure about that. Again, either way, you can see the potential of the trading software. It has a really good like display of where you can actually look at stuff. You can see the difference. I mean, what's this? Session analysis. Oh, there we go. That's much better. You can see the average RR. I don't know why that's dropping off so much, but again, winning and losing. You go performance buy, side, sell, buy. It shows you where your maximum drawdown occurred, your maximum profit occurred, your trade total, and then the win rate based off of it. And there's obviously some stuff here that you can upgrade to. I wanted to use the software first to make sure it was actually what I thought it was, but it's much nicer than the software we have been using, which is the I can't even remember what it is. Forex Tester, that's it. Yeah, Forex Tester. So Forex Tester is a bit more of like a MetaTrader style, whereas this is more like a trading view. It's a lot simpler to use, a lot more crisp. Obviously, I only tested like 9 days, I think, something like that. So nothing crazy. 10% profit, I think it was, but you can see the equity curve here. Yeah. Started here, came down to 743. So I think it was 1 losing trade, possibly 2 losing trades, and then 2 winning trades. I believe 1 maybe break even. I'm not sure. But yeah, pretty decent software. So if we get affiliated with that, we're going to get a nice little could have profit /BE one. I see, that's quite cool. I like that. Yeah, so one that we could have gone BE on. The CPI move didn't give any info about direction. Yeah, I know, right? It's whack. It's just whack. So when we get an affiliate with these guys, we will be able to get a fair discount on the product. Because obviously they don't always run discounts. But we will, yeah, we'll get you a discount on it. But again, yesterday was the first time I've actually spent on this software. I did trade the old system, but it's new now. So yeah, we're just gonna do some more testing with it, make sure it is as good as we thought it was, and we will be back and let you guys know when we've got an affiliate. When we have got an affiliate, then we will post a video showing you guys some back testing. We'll post some data. We'll do a couple of live streams, so you can grab yourselves a copy. And obviously, once you've seen me use it, you'll say, okay, actually, yeah, this is nice software, or fuck this, this looks like shit. You know, either or. You're either going to say, yeah, cool, or you're going to say, this looks like shit, I don't want to trade this. So either or is going to work. So UChef absolutely dumping there. And that also means that GU will be pumping. Yeah. So we missed this GU trade. We also cancelled our limit that was set here. I know some members took it from 50% of the FEG, which is completely fine. But we cancelled our order out here, and we also now have cancelled our order out on GU. So CPI itself is not really great trading conditions. You know, it's not a great condition to be trading within. Doesn't mean that you can't trade it if the setups are given. It just means that you shouldn't be looking to enter at the point of CPI being released, right? Yeah, so the reason I've been testing Forex Replay, Harry, is because I've been using Forex Tester, which I'll show you. It's just quite clunky. It's like a MetaTrader style kind of fucking testing software, and it's just horrible to like navigate around. And here you go, I'll show you. I mean, look, you can just tell straight away. So this is a different test here. This is 193 days, and you can see all of the different trades I've taken. You know, no BS in here. It's all the different trades. I started off drawing areas and then decided that actually we won't bother drawing areas. So the same principle applies when it comes to all of the trade setups I've shown. We're not sugarcoating it. We're showing you exactly what the price action is doing, what we're expecting price to do, so on. And there's quite a few periods where you don't actually have any trades at all, to be honest. And you could tell because there's no 4 hours swept. And even if that is a 4 hour swept, there's probably no tap in. So we've cancelled a trade out there. But you can see the areas we're taking the trades from. But it's such a clunky software. Like, it's just, you see how you can't move it around, you can't move it up and down. It's locked in place. It's very, like, when you get down to the 15-minute, it's just not that nice. You know, as the other, like, grabbing that and moving it, that's cool, but it's like, it's just not ideal. It works. It's great for data collection. It's very clean cut in terms of data collection. You can see I've got lots of different things on here. We also have, I believe this is one of the other variants of the EA. For some reason it loaded on a different screen. I don't know why. Bear with me. Let me see if I can. Why did that load on a different screen? I don't understand. Now that's loaded on a fucking different screen as well. What the hell? Let me put it back on it. Sorry. This is a different variation of it. This is the daily to 1 hour, I believe. Daily to 1 hour. And again, I don't know why. I believe some of that drawing is from a previous, it must be from a previous data pool, because we haven't drawn any boxes on this setup. Maybe this isn't the Orion one. Let me see. Max drawdown. Oh yeah, no, this isn't. This is a different one. You get the point. It's not like, why is it loading on a different screen? That's another thing as well. It's coming up on a different screen. Active price November EA. I don't believe that. It's literally screen hopping. This is like, it's showing me there's data on these, and then it's not actually loading anything. When I load it up, it's not showing me anything. Preloading data, downloading data, tick history. See what I mean? It's just like slow and methodical. And like this. What the fuck is this? Days processed 8,000, months processed 200, but no trades have been taken. Okay. EA testing, daily bias 1 hour. Here we go. Right. Thank you. There we go. Right. 11% returns over the space of 2.5 months. That's the daily to hourly. There we go. We got there in the end. But you can see how that's it. It shows you it in a text format. You've got no visualization of it. You can see all the trades on there as well. Pretty decent trades, some of them, to be fair. But there are quite a few losses. But again, it shows you here. Where is it? Consecutive losing trades 3, consecutive winning trades 2. So more losing trades than winning, and you can see we have a higher probability of loss than a higher probability of profit. But the results come through and you see it comes out positive. And again, this is testing a mechanical entry exit based off of a daily 1 hour, using non-discretionary only. I believe it's only TP or stop, or it might be TP, BE, stop. But there's no intuition to this testing software, so it's like very fucking hard to use. Well, it's not hard. Let me rephrase that. It's not hard. It's just awkward. It just makes it more difficult than it needs to be. So UChef flying here. GU also flying. EU not so much. Let's go back to. Remember the area we're looking at here? I believe that's a daily low. Yes. So there is potential. There could be a counter setup here. Now, I would not recommend trading a counter setup right now. Just charging my mouse. Go down to the 15. Okay, so the counter setup was given. Let me see. Actually, let me check broker side. Let me see. Okay, so broker side, that gap wasn't there. Meaning this space wasn't here. So the first gap you would have been given would have been this. Now that is there. That is a much larger gap. So that would be your counter entry point, and your stop would have to go below here, giving you actually a relatively decent move. Not recommending you trade that. That's not what I'm saying. But when we take a daily low, if you've watched the counter trade video, you will know the probability of something happening in opposed to your biasing. You can go and watch the counter trade video in the Keep It Simple playlist. Remember, if you do have TikTok, give us a little follow on the pinned message on the chat. We're trying to reach 1,000 followers. We are already at, where are we? 300, I think. Yeah, 301. Sorry, 304. This 304 now. So if we get to 1,000, we can then go live, which is just much better for us. You know, it's another avenue we can stream on. And honestly, I've looked at some of the streams on TikTok, and it's actually kind of embarrassing. Really is. I literally slept for I slept for so long last night. Let me show you. Take this off a show. I'm gonna have to break my arm otherwise. You guys see that? 9 hours. 9 hours 15. I woke up feeling like I hadn't slept for 3 hours, let alone 9. It's literally the worst feeling when you wake up after having, honestly, a great night's sleep. Slept really well. But you wake up feeling like you haven't slept good. Never installed TikTok on my phone. That's all good, bro. That's all good. Look, it's, honestly, it is the most brain rot shit you will ever see in your life. It is the most brain rot, like literally 0 IQ content that you will ever find in your life. But it's good for exposure. Like, you can get a lot of people viewing your live streams if you just provide like a slight bit of, you know, if you're not completely fucking brain dead, you can get decent viewers. I mean, to give you an example, right? Let me find 1 second. I will show you right now what we're kind of competing with in the TikTok space. I will show you right here. So give me a second. Let me just turn my volume down so you don't have to listen to random reels popping up, and I'll show you, right? So I'm just going to search. Don't even need to search. How do you go onto just live streams? Here, live. Here we go. Right, so let me scroll, and eventually we will bump into, I mean, some of them are quite cool. A lot of magic tricks and cakes and sweets and shit. Car cleaning, people playing games. Honestly, the one that get the most views and you see them pop up all the time is like just women wearing like literally no clothes, talking to people on air, which half of them are probably fucking talking to kids half the time. Alright, let me find some trading content here. Bear with me. Wow, loads of them were popping up yesterday. Not seeing any today. They're all been scared away by CPI. We'll find it. Let's see. I've been testing 4-hour bias, 15-minute high, 1-minute entry. Thought it was doing quite well, but today been 6 L's and 1 to 1 R win. Yeah, but this is the thing. That in itself, 4-hour bias, 15-minute and 1-minute entry might not gel very well together. Excuse me. It takes a long time to find the 3 time frames that really work well together. This is why having, and even that 6 losses and then 1 to 4, you're still only down 2, right? So if you test that over a long period, you'll find that it could actually be decent. But I can't comment on those time frames because I don't actually know. I've not tested them. But have a little bit of patience with a system, even if it doesn't look like it's working very well, and then just keep testing it, keep testing it, and then you need to see like 6 months gives you an idea of what something can do. I literally can't even find a trading stream right now. I'm trying to find one that's, because they're normally just like the most stupidest shit. Like people move in there. It's literally just like a screen of TradingView, but there isn't anything else to look at. And all it says is like, join my Telegram. You know what? I'm just going to search Forex. I'm sure that would do it. Forex and then go live. Here. How many people is viewing this? Doesn't look like any. Here, it's got 119 people watching it. One second. Can't even seem to find any of the ones that I was talking about today. You know the ones where they have like 20 positions running in the same direction? They're like, it's a sell, it's a sell. Oh, like this. Here you go. See, like that? Literally, that is all it is. I don't know if you guys can't really see it. 1 second. Brighten up my screen. Camera, focus. That is all you get. And it's literally just, I mean, you guys are pretty much just seeing a white screen. But that's all you get, right? That's got like 90 people viewing it right now. And it's just a zone that they're saying to sell from. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing it's gold. It's like fucking bright, I know that. I'm guessing it's gold. It is gold. So they're telling people to sell gold from where it is now. And they've got like 80 people watching. Is that not wild? Is that not wild? To me, that is crazy. They're marketing signal shit, but what I'm saying is there's like 80 people watching it. Like, come on. It's like 80 people watching that shit. Well, that's the crazy thing, Harry. They don't even end the stream. They just delete the order. They just delete the order and put something else in. So it'd be like, let's say we were watching this one, right? It'd be like here. It gets taken out and they'll go, oh, sorry, yeah, mistake. No, it's meant to be like that, actually. And then they'll go, take profit when it's down here. And then if it keeps running, they'll say, yeah, take profit down here. Or they'll say, oh, get out of that now. We're going to buy. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'll happily I'll put my losing trade back where it belongs. That's the way it works, right? Crazy. It's crazy. That's the only thing I don't like about TikTok is it plays in the background. If you just lock your screen, it just plays in the background. Order not found. So, welcome to everyone that's in the live stream, by the way. Welcome. Remember, we're bullish on gold, so where their stop loss is, which is like here, that's where we're expecting price to go to. Not gonna lie though, the other day, where were we? Here, I was in this sell, break even, and then I saw one of those streams that was saying like buy here, and I was like, yeah, fucking idiots. And then it actually went up. I was like, oh shit, I might as well just join their signal service. Fuck it. So remember, guys, money in, money out indicator is available right now. It is available. If you want it, you can go and get it. The link is in the description for the PSS store. You can find your way to one-to-one mentoring, VIP, the money in, money out indicator. And of course, you will be able to find the automatic trading, the Orion system, and the EA when that becomes available. Which won't be long. We're going to have it ready to go and up and running. Our deadline is New Year's. Okay, so we don't actually have that long. We're talking like 3 weeks. And worst case is that we get a small amount of delay, but I can promise you all now, it will be worth it. It will be so worth it. There was a signal provider that used to make me a bit of money, but sadly he stopped like 6 months ago. If he said buy, I sold. I fucking love that logic. I fucking love that logic. I love it. I mean, if you think about it, that is actually the logic as well. That is the logic. If you've got someone that doesn't have a system that works and they tell you to do something, just do the opposite. That's fucking crazy. That is literally wild, Harry. That is wild. Okay, so look, everyone that was selling that on TikTok, the whole 90 people in that stream getting absolutely fucking wrecked right now. Now, I'm not saying that we don't get wrecked, but there's no way that that geezer that's live streaming to those 90 people has any data behind what he's doing. He's literally just selling or buying at areas of support and resistance, probably. He would have double the size stop loss and TP, and however, still lost 80% of the time. Damn. Holy shit. That's wild. That is wild. So we're seeing solid double figures today in the live stream. To anyone that's new, welcome. Say hi in the chat. Always happy to meet new people. If you want to know anything about myself, just ask me questions. I'm happy to answer them. If you want to follow me on socials, all that good shit, then you can. If you want to join the Discord, you can also do the same. Okay, let me go back to here. Okay, we open back up again here. 8, 9. What's going on, Joe? Welcome. Can you explain your system briefly? 100%. Yeah, really, really easy. It's really, really easy. That's why we call it the Orion system, because it has 3 key steps. Just like the Orion star sign or whatever, constellation, that's it. But it started off from a few different bases, but I explained to you the basics of it, right? The basics of it is, if we can identify where money comes in and money comes out of the market, all we need to work out is the easiest reference that we can make, deciding that when one point is going to meet another point, right? So we use the daily time frame for our bias. We use the 4 hour, for our money in, money out points of interest. And if price meets one of these areas, we will look on our entry time frame, which in my case is the 15-minute time frame, for a money in, money out scenario, and we will trade in line with that, following it down to the 4-hour time frame area. Now you can learn all of the concepts and principles here with the Keep It Simple series, which you can find on the Pip Surfing Society homepage on YouTube. You can see it on there. It's not a super long playlist, but watch part 1 to 5. That will give you the core concept of understanding. And I'll show you some trades here just for reference, so you can understand it a bit more. And if you're just like Joe and you're brand new to the stream, feel free to ask questions. I'm always happy to ask. And another thing you'll notice about this stream as well is we're not scared to show you losing trades. We don't care if trades take losses, because we have literally years of data to back up the system that we're using. It's not something that we're going to change our biasing and change our principle off of a couple of losses, right? So these were the three other trades that were given on gold. And what you'll notice is there is always going to be a high. So our bias was bearish at this time. So a high, or either a daily or a 4-hour, which is going to provide you with an area. Yeah. That area is going to be the point we enter, and then we aim for our nearest 4-hour or daily low, in this case, because we're selling. So that was a beautiful move right there, down to a 4-hour low. Then we had the same thing here. We swept out a 4-hour high. We got an area. We aim for where? The nearest pre-established 4-hour low. Now there was a 4-hour low formed here, but that wasn't established before our entry. These ones were. So we aim for these. Same thing again. We swept out 4-hour high. We have an area that's formed. We trade off of that, aiming for the 4-hour low. And I can show you guys, so this is one of the tests. You can see some of the data to back this up. 104% profit over the space of 6.3% months. 193 days processed. You can see the max profit, max loss, net profit, gross loss, profitable month, average profit, average loss, win rate 62%. You can see it all there. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Also, if you're not in the Discord already, you can join the Discord down below. We've got lots of members in there. We also have just released an indicator called the Money In, Money Out indicator. If I rewind this, rewind, you will see that it highlights the areas for you. All you have to do is recognize where the ones that you should be paying attention to are. So, for example, when I play this forwards here, where's the forwards button? See, the area pops up for you, so you know the area that you should be looking to enter. Play forwards. Again, you're going to see other points that are going to pop up, but it's the relevance of where they sit in the market. And wait for this to play out. Cool. And then look again, ready. Pop, another area pops up, right? Yeah, Martin's using the indicator. He's using it and says he loves it. I know the Void is also using it. I know who else is using it? Andre, Guy, Alex. Who else is using it? A lot of people are using it. Guy is also in the trading floor right now on Discord. If anyone's in Discord, jump in the trading floor and he'll be happy to discuss trade ideas and stuff with you. Guy is one of our seasoned mentorship students, so he is very versed in all of the concepts that we teach here. So hopefully, Joe, that helps you understand the principle that we trade here. And we're not, like I say, we're not afraid to take a loss. We don't care if we take a loss. It's just part of the way it works. We've had 2 setups delivered today. Both of them have had to cancel my order because this one didn't tag me in, and neither did this one. Same as yesterday, it didn't tag us in yesterday. But look at the same principle here. We're running a 4-hour high or low, and we get a zone. Run a 4-hour low, get a zone. So it's all about where's the money and where's the money coming in. Where's the money come out? So that's where we aim. Money in, money out. Giving you the Orion system. There are other concepts that are taught on the YouTube channel that have been traded by us previously, which have the same data to back them up. You can go and look at those if you would like to. But of course, we trade the system we trade based off of what suits us best for our lifestyles. So if you look at this and you say, this is not really going to work because of X, Y, and Z, that's fine. You can take the principles we teach and you can apply it to your own system, gather your own data, and ultimately find your own edge. But why do that? We've done the work for you, right? So welcome, by the way. So to all of the regulars, if you haven't already given us a share, a like, and a little what else? A little comment. You can't really comment. It's a chat. If you haven't already, do that for us. Love ya. Fed cut in December. US Supercore. The US Supercore CPI. 0.342%. The fuck has happened to that? Weird. So you can see Guy right here has just posted the same image. Okay, TradingView can't handle that size image. Cool. I'll show you. Now remember I told you about GU? I said, oh, GU, we had to delete the order from this trade. Look at this. Is that not the exact same chart right there? Except for I haven't got that high highlighted or this high highlighted. It's the same chart. No tap in GU. Yeah. Same principle. Same concept. Same basis. So Orion automatic analysis is coming soon. Honestly, I'm so fucking excited about it. It's going to be great. It's going to be fucking great. You know why? Because I know that I can just sit here like this. I could just talk shit to you guys for like, not that I don't anyway. I could just talk shit for like 2 hours. Unless the alert goes off, we just do whatever. And that's going to sound super lazy, but I've spent, I don't even want to know how many hours on this chart or around the charts themselves. It's kind of disgusting. And the idea is we don't trade for, you know, I'm going to sit on the charts for 25 hours a week. No. We trade for the freedom of not having to do that. So I am all for automation. And once the Orion trading system becomes automatic, these streams are going to be very different. Because it's essentially just going to be me showcasing something that's done automatically. But it doesn't mean that we're not going to manually teach the concepts, and it doesn't mean that we're not going to teach you how to do it yourself, because the bot is going to be valued at what it's worth. So some people may not be able to obtain the bot, which is fine. But you can do exactly what the bot does without having the bot. I'm doing it right now. So it's the exact same system. You don't have to be scared of it. Just turn the time that you would be watching Netflix into time that you'd be educating yourself and deploying a bit of, how would I say, discipline. Yeah? What's going on? When is the bot going to be released? The bot is going to be released, well, so this is what I need to kind of break down to you guys so you understand exactly what's going on. We have Orion itself, okay? So we have Orion, which is Orion, yeah? Orion is made up of 3 individual core mechanics. We have the daily. This is giving you your bias and your points of potential counter moves. We have the 4-hour, which is giving you your liquid and your points of potential entry. And then you have your 15-minute, which is giving you your entry. And your money in, money out. So the 15-minute derives of the money in. So the M plus M. Yeah, money in, money out. This 4-hour is giving you your points of interest or your liquid. Yeah. So this daily is giving you your bias. These are all going to be released as individual indicators. Okay? Individual indicators. At the moment, we've only released the money in, money out. Next is going to be point of interest. And then we're going to have biasing. Okay? Then the Orion auto analysis will do all of these simultaneously, giving you the automated side of that. Right? It's going to filter out your money in, money out. It's going to filter your POIs. It's going to give you a consistent bias and only highlight the areas that you should actually be interested in taking, whilst automatically giving you an alert when your entry criteria is met with your entry, stop loss, and TP. So it's literally just going to automatically ping to your phone with entry. Boom, done. You don't have to do anything. It does it all for you. We're then going to have, so you've got 3 indicators there, then you've got this indicator. I'm calling it auto analysis because it's a bit more than an indicator. It is fully, it's working its way down through the time frames. Then we have the automated version of this, which is different risk, but it's not fully following the Orion rule set, because the Orion rule set is 3 and this is working off of a 2 higher time frame points. Okay, and this is what we're going to be calling the Orion EA, which is the expert advisor. Okay, this is what we have back tested already, and we have a shortlist for. If you want to join the shortlist for this, you can. You can do that with the link down below, or you can find it in the Discord. So we have the EA for 2 out of 3 of the Orion points or elements, if you were. And then we're going to have the EA, which is going to come from the auto analysis. So the execution will be based exactly off of what this auto analysis is doing, right? So we're going to ultimately have 2 different EAs, and they're all going to become available on every single platform. So they're all going to join up to be the Orion EA automation side of things. So we're going to have the Meta, CTrader, and TradingView platforms all covered. But at the moment, we only have available the money in, money out, which is this one. Next is going to be coming these 2. So your biasing and your point of interest. Then it's going to be the auto analysis, which is the whole thing, like I say. And then once we've got this running and we have external data coming in, so the external data being any of you guys that apply it to your charts and backtest for a long period of time, you give us that data, even though we've got the data ourselves. We want external data as well, because more data the better. You can't argue with data and numbers. Then we're going to automate it, given some rule sets that you guys maybe have set on it as well. And we're going to turn it into an EA. So it's going to be, honestly, sublime. And you can see this is quite a jumble of shit, isn't it? Let's be honest. This is quite a lot going on here. This is why it's taken a long time to develop it, because we're ultimately at the first step out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. And that's just the creation. That's not the logistics of actually how do you manage people that gain access to these. How do you market this? How do you price it? How do you give X, Y, and Z? There's so much more to it. And then we've also got the website, which is being released at the same time. And just the general shit like this live stream and me making content, making shorts, all of the stuff, you think about that. That's a lot of fucking work. It's a lot of work. So it's a slow process, but it will be well worth the wait. And I really do think that you guys will enjoy it. It'll be well worth the wait. Right, I think I'm going to run and grab a coffee. I'm also going to take a quick bathroom break. But we will be back. I'm not disappearing for life. We will be back. So bear with me 2 minutes. If you're new here, maybe have a look at the links down below, join the Discord, all that good stuff. If you're on TikTok, follow me on TikTok with the pinned message up above, and I'll be right back in 2 minutes. Just going to grab some coffee, guys. See you soon. What's up? Uh, Dear Ross, what is your main drive in what we do? Is it curiosity in understanding the markets, or graph patterns, algorithms, or what do you find the most exciting that drives you to dive deeper? Drives you to deeper and deeper. Um, Honestly, the main thing, well, what got me into this, and what kept me in it, was because I'm a persistent son of a bitch. I am so like once I've got something in my mind, that's it. Like if I want something, that's it. So for example, I took the signals off of somebody that I knew. Their brother was doing it, and they were like, "Yeah, you're making loads of money," as a good sibling would, promoted their thing. Oh yeah, they're making loads of money, and you should join them. Yeah, it's free, it's free, it's free. Yeah, it's free. Obviously, the whole it's free because you just fund your own account, and then they get a commission for it. So I joined that, lost fucking thousands, like literally lost thousands, and I was like, when I reached out to the creator or the owner, they turned around and went, "Oh yeah, well, that's how it is. Sometimes, you don't know how to manage an account, you're new, and it happens." And I turned around to myself and I thought, did I just get mugged off? I think I did. I think I just got mugged off. He's trying to tell me that I don't understand how to manage an account, but you were the one that told me to put money into it and do what? Just listen to what I tell you to do. Surely it would be down to him to have the responsibility of being like, you need to know this, this, and this before you partake in this because there is a high level of risk. Whereas they made it out to me as if it was a 100%, you're going to make money, we're making money, here's this, and this, we've made loads of money, look at all these results. And because I lost all the money, I was like, nah, fuck that, I want my money back. And then from that point, I was like, I need to learn how to do it. Learn. Spent fucking ages, like ages, teaching myself and sort of trying to get to the point where I could actually take trades based off of what I knew, not off of what other people were saying to me. Because I was still very naive in the whole like understanding of what price was. And honestly, it became such a huge stepping stone in my life. It changed the way I outlook on money. It changed the way I look at 9 to 5s as a whole. It changed the way I look at the general living of most people in the modern age. And I realized that we all live a huge fucking like we live in like a hamster wheel. And you live in that hamster wheel and you collect little peanuts for doing laps in the hamster wheel, and you get a nice little pile of peanuts and you're like, oh, this is so good, I'll stop running on the hamster wheel now, like that's great. And then at that point you're just so old that you can't do anything anyway. And then if you die, you go, oh, I'll let all my family have these. And then nope, they take them off you because you need to go in a care home or some shit. Like, and I realized like, fuck that. Like, even if I can stop what I was doing with a 9 to 5 and just live on the line of like, I can't afford crazy lavish lifestyle and I can't, I'm not going to freeze because I've got no money for heating and food, but have loads of time, then I would take that any day. And I started to see like money coming in from my own trades, and it got to the point where I was actually making more money doing trading in the van when I was waiting to do jobs than I was for doing the job. And I said to my brother who I was working with at the time, I said, I'm not coming in next week. I was like, I am not coming in next week. Why the fuck would I come in and sit in this stinky ass van, soaking wet, waiting to do work for people that really don't give a fuck about me? Like, why would I do it when I can literally spend the day at home with my feet up, coffee in hand, in the warm, with something cool on TV maybe, or, go to a coffee shop, whatever, and make more money than what I'm doing now, if not even more, because I'll actually be able to concentrate on it properly. And that was the start of it. And what's inspired me to continue digging deep and deep and deep is because for my old job, I was a fiber optic engineer. So it was my job I was the fault finding engineer. So I was like the guy that they would call to install jobs and things, but if there was an issue at some part of the network, I'd often get called to go there to fix it and find this fault. and I'd rock up, and there would be like five fully grown men that are all like, I don't know, 40s, 50s. So I was young to them, I was like 25, 26 at the time. And they'd all be like sitting around, faces like slapped asses, you know what I mean, sipping coffees. And they'd never have anything good to say. They'd always have like super negative things to say. And none of them would be happy in their job. And I'd turn up and I'd find the issue and fix it within like 5 minutes when they've been there for like a week trying to figure it out. And I'm not blowing my own trumpet. That's just the attitude they had towards their job. It was just so minimal effort. They really had no clue of what they were doing. They were just coming in to pay their bills and going home. And I thought to myself, I don't want to end up like one of these fucking guys. I don't want to. Why would I ever want to end up like one of these guys? Trapped in a job. You're too old now, in your own opinion, to ever get another skill to be able to actually increase or change your life situation. You're locked in on a mortgage, so you have to be earning a consistent amount, otherwise you won't be able to pay for your mortgage. Like all of that stuff to me accumulated to the thing where I was like, I need to find a way to consistently navigate the markets, and then at the same time I will share my knowledge and educate people on the same principle. Because like I've said before, I've never come on a live stream and been like, right guys, today I'm going to show you this trade setup, and then someone goes, oh, how's the principle? And I go, have to pay for their mentorship to know that one, mate. Sorry about that. No, because that's not the basis. I'm trying to be the mentor that not you guys, but I needed when I first started, because I spent thousands on courses, thousands on fucking, what was the other one? Signal services, all to end up back at point one, but with just less money. And that's why you won't see me trading systems that are like that. The one time I was trading structure, like at one point, which is like pretty generic, but it's just a case of I always strive to make more of what I already have, so you guys can use it in your own way. Because trading's so personal that you can have a million systems and only one of them work, but it might be different for someone else. Half of the systems might work for someone else, or none of the systems might work for someone else. So that's why we've developed so many different systems. It's got to the point now where I'm educated and experienced enough in the market. I'm versed enough as a trader. I've got data to back up all the systems that I'm applying, that I can reach out into the market, discover points within it, develop a new system upon the previously established points, test it, prove it, then move forwards, automate it, and it's going to get to the point where I can just be completely hands-free. But like many of my students have said, I give out a lot of stuff for free. I give out a lot of time for free. There's fucking hours and hours and hours of content on YouTube of me teaching the same principles, the same mindset, the same understanding, so it's getting to that point now. But ultimately, I think it's always good to strive to improve. And one thing that I think a lot of people do as well, they always mistake complexity with improvement. And you think the more complex something is, the better it is, which is not true. It's kind of like, how would I say, like some of the most successful songs in history have been like the simplest songs, the least amount of strings, least amount of chords, least amount of lyrics. You chuck too many musical notes all in at once, it becomes just a fucking noise fest. Thanks for sharing, of course. And I'm always happy to share. And like, I might fucking go on a little bit, but it's because I'm being genuine with it. I'm being genuine, and I'm telling you guys exactly what my outlook is on this specific subject. The journey of life is unpredictable. Exactly. It is. And I think it's very important to, when things arise, when things appear in front of you and the opportunities arise, that you should take those opportunities. It's very important to take those opportunities, because the worst case, this was one of the major factors for me. I got a huge amount of pushback from when I said, look, I've been a fiber optic engineer for 10 years. I was a 10-year fiber optic engineer. I was very, very experienced. I had people from like high up in the industry trying to get me to do certain things. They want me to come and work for them or do this, do that. And it was just a whole lot of me not seeing my family and being out of the house for weeks on end. And it was just like, I don't, do you know what I mean? I'd rather not earn the money than fucking go and spend 2 weeks in a hotel. But I got a lot of pushback from family and friends when I said, oh, I'm going to start trading. I'm going to just do it. I'm going to quit my job. They're like, you're a fucking idiot. They're like, don't fucking do it. You're so stupid. You're so dumb. Like, obviously they didn't say that directly to my face, but like, that is the pushback I got. This was the major thing for me was you have two options in life. You either take the opportunities that are given to you, you take them, you grab them, and it don't work out and you go back to the point one. Or you take the opportunity and your life changes completely. Yeah? Obviously not in every circumstance, but a lot of the way. So what I always said to, my friends and my family, especially my partner, was worst case is I take the jump and I do what I want to do, and I just call one of my old managers back up in 6 months' time and say, look, I made a mistake. I'm coming back to the industry. Is there any openings? And they say no, and then I go somewhere else with my portfolio of experience and say someone else, look, I can do this, da 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 da, and eventually I will find a job. That's the worst case scenario that will happen. Worst case. I gave all my career to the hotel businesses and then messed it up so badly that it gave me the drive to learn this and focus on the transition to new career. Exactly, my dude. Exactly. And you got to have that drive, and this is the main thing with it as well, is we always have to remember that as humans, we always focus on things as a collective. So when you're looking at work, you think about, how does work make me feel? How does X, Y, and Z sort of thing? Whereas trading is like totally different. It's like the polar opposite to that, because in this artificial environment, emotions serve no purpose. The only times emotions serve purpose is during a crash or during a huge, heavy, overextended rally. So they're both the opposites of each other, and they're both the extremes of the market. Whereas we don't want to play on the extremes. We want to play on the consistent level, which is the median, the mean level. So we're about an hour and a half into the live stream now, guys. So remember, if you have any requests, any questions, anything like that, then make sure you hit me up with those questions. Remember, if you are new to the trading stream, hit us with a little like, hit us with a subscribe, and if you aren't already a member of the Discord, you can do that as well. Discord is there. It's there because we like to have a community behind everything we teach. So you guys can actually go out of your way, learn it, prove us wrong. Prove us wrong. That's one of the big things I've always been a very big advocate for, which is don't take my word for it. So don't just take my word that this system works. And this data that I'm showing you here is, it completely, there's nothing else you should believe except for this. Take what I tell you, completely free, by the way, and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Don't take my word for it. Prove me wrong. Or at least try. And then you can make your own mind up. Think for yourself. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Think for yourself. Why has that just gone extra thick? That would be why. That's why I think the trading industry as a whole is a bit of a strange one. Like, the audience for trading content is a bit of a weird one, because they all want to trade on their own, independently, but they're not confident enough to test the principles they're being taught. They'd rather let someone lead them. They're confident enough to go blindly into war, letting some random person lead them. They do that, but they won't go in with the confidence of their own knowledge. That, in my opinion, is completely fucking backwards. I don't understand that. Like, I really don't understand that. But, you know, that's how it is. Just going to do a quick voice message to my pal. I'm going to my pal's house tomorrow. We're doing some recording that for the new bot and all that kind of stuff. Bit of promo. But I'm going to film one of those, you know, those intros where you're like talking to the camera. Obviously, I'm not going to be with my back against, or back's not against the wall, but I'm not going to be like right close to the wall. We're going to be in his like office / living area, and we're going to do some. So the idea is that I'm going to talk. I'm going to explain the principles and all that kind of stuff that I'm talking about, and then it's going to be applied into a video. But it's not going to be me talking to. Let me wheel back into the desk. I'm fucking miles away. It's not going to be me talking to the camera constantly. It's just going to be my voice, applied over a different chart or applied over whatever, you know, whatever it may be. But we're going to be making the content for it, so you guys will have a little bit more content to watch. We're going to be doing that Thursday, so that'll be a good one. But he's just messaged me, so I'm just going to quickly do him a voice message, and well, you'll see me do it. I'm back in the biz. Okie dokie. Remember, if you are on TikTok, give us a little follow. Give us some love. Someone called Phil who's just liked my video, and the picture is his big toe. I guess each to their own in terms of that. Okay, so we're still looking for the same thing here. Euro to sell off down into the lows. Daily low here. So, just going to head over to the Pip Surfing Society. Actually, what am I doing? It's right here. So, the Pip Surfing Society Trading View, if you haven't already, give us a follow on there. But you can see, we go down to here, we have quite a few members starting to stack up now. 9 users. When we get to 15, the price of this indicator is actually going to increase. So if you are looking to get it, now is the time. It's only £10 a month. That works out to be, I don't know, 30 pence a day, maybe 30 pence a day, something like that, if my maths is correct, which generally it isn't. But which is fine. You don't need to be good at maths to be able to analyze the market, because everything's done for you. That's the beauty of it, right? That is the beauty of it right there. Back to the 4 hour. So we've still got 3 hours left on that. So we're going to head over to the Discord very soon. If you guys are in the Discord and you want to follow us over there, then of course you can. You know where we're going to be. We're going to be in the Discord on floor 1. We will be doing some VIP sessions soon as well. Today not being one of those days, but we will be doing some VIP sessions soon. Also tomorrow daytime. Tomorrow daytime? What's the time now? 2:45. Yeah, tomorrow daytime we're going to be working from home. So we'll be doing another stream tomorrow, but we'll be doing Probably no face cam. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's only because when I'm at home, I'm generally like up and down a lot more. And I have the cat who like constantly fucking comes and rubs across my face as if I'm some sort of like scratchy post. I just end up with cat fur all up in my beard, and that is just not the one. I love her to bits, but you know, there's a time and a place for it. Remember, the money in, money out indicator is available. If you want to go and grab your version of it, then you can. It is in the link down below, PSS Store, or you can find it on the Discord. So remember, you can use the money in, money out indicator as your daily bias indicator, because it will indicate to you when a true gap within the market has formed. It won't indicate beforehand. So you can see bearish, 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 bearish. We're still bearish until we have a clear bullish gap form. You're going to be bearish. Yeah. So it's going to give you a pretty good heads up on what you can expect. Euro has ran both of these. Same thing here. Quite a large stop on that one. You'd aim for the 4-hour low, right? Just like that. Okay, so we're going to head over to the Discord, I think. That's Euro JPY if you're interested. Last trade we ran on that, we actually got out around here. It did fuck around and then came down into profit, but again, that's literally irrelevant. UC just fell off a cliff. UChef or Euro CAD, USD CAD, sorry. Let's see. USD CAD maybe? Yeah, USD CAD. And it tapped into the high first. What are we on this? Are we bearish or are we bullish? We are bullish, I believe. Fuck me. See, look at this, right? Let's just rewind here for a second. You would have had a bearish bias, bearish bias, bearish bias. Your bias is switched to bullish. This is a daily chart. And we are bullish bias for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. You're talking over a month of bullish biasing given, and it's completely correct. Completely correct. Now, of course, I could have just done this, which we won't mention. I could have just done this, and it's 68 days of bullish biasing. Exactly the same as here. This is, until this point, that's 33 days of bearish biasing. It is always going to give you at least a day or two minimum of your biasing direction. And if it doesn't and it changes its bias direction, then you were wrong for what, maybe a couple of days. But the principle is always the same. The biasing a lot of the time is going to be correct. So keep that in mind. And you can go and check this out with the money in, money out indicator. It is available. Highly recommend to do it, even if you buy it just for the biasing. It's completely up to you how you decide to do it. But thank you again for everyone that's joined today. We've had some new members join today. We've had some old school members join today. Everyone's been vibing. It's been good to see everyone. It's been pretty chill. Like I said, we haven't really been hunting any setups. We had 2 setups we cancelled out today. Let's see what this afternoon brings. We'll discuss that in the Discord. If you are a member of the Discord, join floor 1 right now, and I will be in there very shortly. Apart from that, thank you all. I appreciate every single one of you. I appreciate all the love, all of the comments, all of the likes, all of the shares, all of that good stuff. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you all tomorrow in tomorrow's live stream. And stay safe. Stick to your trading plan. Follow your risk. and I will catch you all tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Peace out.